Good morning. Hi. Like barely awake. So, today is check-in day, so I will add that into the end of the video. But I had someone ask me yesterday if I could do a full day of eating, and so today will be my normal macros. I have training day macros, then I have rest day macros, and then I have refeed macros. And so I'll share my training day macro plan, and so everyone is still sleeping, so that's why I'm whispering. So I always start off with one black cup of coffee. Look, there's Count Macula. I broke him last week. Well, correction. My dog broke him. She walked past my computer power cord and made this go flying. And I had bought it at Disneyland. And I ordered a new one off of Amazon. So I kind of feel like I cheated, but it's my favorite mug in the whole world. So let me get my food scale. So I know a lot of people think that weighing everything is annoying, but let me tell you, it's so easy to go overboard with something like the heavy whipping cream. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm putting heavy whipping cream in my coffee. So I mentioned this in my video yesterday, and I love it. 1 tablespoon is 5 grams of fat. Now I weigh it out because it's really easy to go crazy with what you think 1 tablespoon is. Same goes for like those really low calorie creamers too. Like you might not, okay, so like I like the pumpkin spice creamer from Coffee Mate, and then they have a coconut one that's really good too. They're only 35 calories per serving. I think it's 5 grams of carbs and like 3 grams of fat. That might not seem a lot, but those macros add up quickly. So like you might look at heavy whipping cream and be like, I'm not going to put that in my coffee, it sounds terrible for you. But really, it's 45 calories and 5 grams of fat. So it's not that different, but I bet you would be more careful pouring heavy whipping cream into your coffee when you probably wouldn't think about how much of the like low cal creamers you would put in there. So I know it's a bitch, but like it really isn't. I enjoy weighing all of my stuff because I'm a control freak. So it doesn't bother me to measure my foods. It like makes me feel better. So that's gonna kick off our full day of eating. I have 1 tablespoon in my coffee, and now I'm gonna go dig around on Instagram a little bit longer and wait for my family to wake up. So I'll talk to you guys soon, okay? Hey guys! Okay, so I started making my breakfast and then I forgot I said I was gonna do a full day of eating. Okay, so I'm done putting my breakfast together, and this is what we are having this morning. So I have 3 pieces of the double fiber bread, and then I mixed together 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt with 1 scoop of Quest Nutrition Cinnamon Crunch. And then this one is topped with bananas. I did 60 grams of bananas. These 2 have split 1 serving of Nestle chocolate chips, and then I did 2 servings of Ready Whip. And then underneath, I don't know if you can really see it, right there, that is this amazing Jif whipped chocolate peanut butter. I did 1.5 servings of that. So there it is. It is so tasty, and flip the screen out, there we go. So, okay bug, hold on. Here are the macros for this. So it's a little bit smaller of a serving size than normal peanut butter, but it also has less fat, 5 grams less fat than normal peanut butter, but it does have a little bit more carbs, but it also has less protein. So, you know, kind of just like, I wanted the chocolatey goodness. So I am gonna go crush this delicious breakfast and get ready to go to the gym. So my goal for today was to try something different, but I'm a creature of habit. So I'm about to eat one of these before I go to the gym. So my way of doing things, I eat like 80% of my carbs before I go to the gym, and that will not work for everybody. It does work for me. So, you know, just a heads up that like this isn't something anybody has to do, and it's not like the best way to do things. For me, it's what I like to do. So I eat very carb heavy at the beginning of the day, and then the end of my day is usually where I catch up with protein and fat. So I'm gonna go demolish this thing because I love it and I miss it if I don't have it. So, what's going on there? I wonder where Riker went. Oh, Riker, where are you? I guess if Riker left, I should go pick up Monkey and put her in the trash can.
I'm right here. I'm gonna put her with me in the basket.
All right.
Whoa, whoa. It's kind of funny if you treble it too much.
Kids. Okay, so it is 9 a.m. and I've eaten all of my carbs for the day. And I mean, I think I mentioned it a minute ago that obviously that's not for everyone. So, and you know what? It's not even for me every day. I mean, a lot of days I do stuff that's silly, but not always. So basically for breakfast, I ate almost 1,200 calories and 137.5 carbs, 42.7 fat, and 74.2 grams of protein. And that was spread out over about like 2 hours. So I think the reason I got like hooked on doing that was because during my reverse that, you know, should have been longer, I cut it short. I started my reverse in March and I started prep mid-June. So about 3.5 months I was reversing. We got up to 225 grams of carbs, I think. And so having a breakfast that was like 140 grams of carbs was no big deal because then I still had a ton left over for in the afternoon. And so my body just got used to being like revved up a lot in the morning with all of that food. And my training is better that way. And I definitely get hungry in the evenings, especially now because I'm at such a big deficit. So I've talked before about my Fitbit. I love this thing. They're never perfect, but I've been trying to hit, I've been trying to get it to tell me that I've been burning at least 2,500 calories a day. And so for the last 3 days, I've been successful with that. So this has been my most active week by far. I've hit Monday 2737, Tuesday 2615, Wednesday 2684, and so I'm definitely in a deficit. You know, my calories right now are still pretty high, but I'm hitting like 1650, I think, each day, and I'm just really hungry in the morning. Obviously, this is going to change once I start work because my schedule will be different, and so we'll see how my eating changes. But yeah, so the reason I hopped on here again was because I'm about to make myself my workout drink, and then we're going to take the dogs for a walk. But I also, yesterday we made hey, can you eat your strawberries please so we can go? We made a late night, well not late night, late afternoon Target trip. I bought this. So sometimes I use pre-workout. I was using Alphamine, but I'm out now, and we had just had the Alphamine in our cabinet since we lived in Temecula. So we've lived in Virginia Beach for 8 months now. So that pre-workout was pretty old, and it's gone now. I'm not gonna buy anymore. So like I said, I bought this cold brew at Target, and so I'm gonna make myself some of that, and then once so I am out of my gains in bulk right now. Between Vic and I, we just run through shit so quickly, and so since I have to order that online, we always keep backups on hand. And so this week I think they're still having their sale at Gains in Bulk where they marked down glutamine 10%. And then on top of that, you can get another 10% off with my code, and it's just Christina K10. So I'll put that up here on the bottom. Their glutamine is just, all of their stuff is the best price. And so right now, a 1 pound bag of glutamine is like $18. And so I bought 3 because then I used my code. And so I got it priced really well. And then I also bought 3 bags of their unflavored BCAAs. And so, because Vic and I run through those pretty quickly. And hold on, sorry. So to go with the unflavored aminos, I bought some Gatorade powder because I think I'm gonna start doing intra-workout carbs when I go back to work. I'm gonna cut down my gigantic breakfast and then start doing intra-workout carbs. So we'll talk about that in another post. And then I bought this Mio, which I really love mixing. This is the sweet tea flavor. And I love mixing this with my apple cider vinegar. And then I got pineapple coconut. I haven't tried this one yet. And so that's what I'll be using with the unflavored. So our backup aminos. And I've been enjoying these a lot lately. It's the Core ABC. This is the white mango. I've also, along with my Gains in Bulk ADF, I know this sounds really crazy that I'm taking so many different probiotic sources, but it's working for me. So again, this is not for everybody. My digestion gets pretty messed up on prep. And so I've found that this is helping me a lot. Like literally, I was having no scale movement and we haven't changed my food at all. We upped my cardio just a little bit, but I've dropped 2 pounds over the last week. And I think a lot of it had to do with buildup. So I have been taking 1 of these every morning. And then I also take 2 to 3 of these with each of my afternoon meals. So it might seem excessive. It's perfect for me. I feel better. Like I feel so much better. I don't even have that nighttime bloating. Like usually at the end of the day, I'll be like, oh God, I feel pregnant. And I haven't been having that problem. So the combination of these and glutamine, which helps with gut health, have all been a good thing for me. And then I take 2 of these women's multis. And yeah. Hey guys. So, kiddos and I just got home from the gym. Say hi.
Hi.
Aren't you supposed to be finishing your rice? The kids like to eat cheesy rice for lunch. For my post-workout, remember I made the semi-terrible decision to eat all my carbs already. So I am not having any post-workout carbs, but I'm not too stressed about that. But I think I'm probably gonna switch up that decision over the next couple of days. So what I'm making right now is the most delicious, super cheesy, I can't words, egg white omelet. So liquid egg whites. I am getting 5 delicious servings. Here's my key to this super fluffy omelet, okay? I use a little bit of baking powder, about that much. It says it's 1.5 grams. I don't normally weigh it out. And then all the salt. Then you whisk for like 5 million years. And I literally mean whisk until you're like, I can't whisk any longer. Like it's a borderline meringue by the time I'm done. And it comes out so fluffy when you make it. And so it's totally worth it because it just tastes so much better. Huh. Look at that. It's like a meringue almost. Perfect. Look at that fluff. Woo. Alright. Ta-da. Boom. We went to this new bagel spot that I found here in Virginia Beach this last weekend, and I'm like counting down the days until Saturday morning because Riker is starting football for the first time, and we're gonna go to the bagel place on the way there, and they had the best garlic bagel that I got with jalapeno cream cheese. So good.
It's not your fault, Sweetie. It's mine. What happens if I follow the plan? What are we gonna do? The king won't be cool anymore. Mommy, I can't find Monkey.
Oh man.
I can't find Monkey, Mom.
All right, I will get her in a second, bud.
She's lost. Mom.
Look at how big it is, how fluffy. It's like at least 1.5 inches tall. Hold on, I gotta find Monkey. It's where things get crazy, guys. Take the heated cream cheese.
Squishy, that's it. That's how we'll get the ice down to Cake 2. Now all we need is something to slide on. Hey, look what I found. A sled. Come on, everybody. 1, 2.
Dude. Oh, it looks so good. I'm so excited. I am so happy I started doing this. I'm gonna hit it with a little green Cholula. Go demolish this, and I'll talk to you guys soon for my last meal. Hey guys, so I am about to make my last meal of the day, and I wanted to talk about something real quick. So I had planned for my last meal to be just turkey and some fat-free cheese. And so it was gonna be super boring, but I knew that going into it, and usually like I've had that a lot and it's not a problem. But I did have a pretty crazy leg day today, and today was my check-in day, which means I have a whole week until my next check-in. Now, I do not do this on the regular, but your intake is not necessarily like, it's not like your body looks at it within like a 24-hour period and then freaks out, okay? And so sometimes, like today, with my high volume leg day, on top of, I ran my fastest 3 miles that I've done in a while because I just signed up for a half marathon Labor Day weekend. So already my calorie burn for today, let's see, it is 4 o'clock, and I have, according to my Fitbit, so like they're always a little off, I'm already at 2,000 calories for the day. And like I said, it's only 4, so I still have a lot that I'll be doing with the kids. We might be walking to our clubhouse. I'll definitely be going on a post-dinner walk with Vic. And so today is gonna be one of my higher days. With all that being said, what I will do sometimes if I feel like I need it, and you do not want to make a habit of this, because if you make a habit of it, then you're actually just adding calories if you do this every day. But I am going to have an extra rice cake. I know, crazy. These sun-dried tomato and basil rice cakes. So it's 50 calories, 2 grams of fat, 8 grams of carbs, and no protein. I'm going to top that with my turkey and cheddar. And so I'm gonna add this rice cake into my day. So to do that without just not caring, I'm going to log it on tomorrow's MyFitnessPal entry. And so I'm going to account for those calories coming from tomorrow. And so that will help balance things out. I have honestly done this with as much as a Halo Top pint. I've had days where I was like, fuck it, and ate a whole pint of Halo Top over my macros, logged it on the next day macros, and took that hit, and the next day was extra sad. But that's where it's key, is you have to be honest with yourself and have that integrity. And I mean, if you're in a prep situation, if this is a lifestyle situation, then like, fuck it, whatever. But like, I'm in prep and I have a specific goal and a deadline that I need to meet. So, you know, I've just taken that from the next day, and then the next day is that much more sad. And so you just have to decide if you're willing to set yourself up for a bad day the next, not necessarily a bad day, but a harder day the next day. So, and also with that, there are some times where I've made that decision and logged it for the next day, and then I'll weigh in the next morning, and if I have a drop, then usually I'll delete that entry and I'll just go back to the normal plan. If it didn't affect me negatively, then depending on how far out I am and how much more progress we're looking for, then I won't worry about it. Right now I'm at 8 weeks out, so I'm like, from here on out, I'm just, not that what I'm excited about with this prep is I have been so on point. I haven't missed any workouts. I haven't had any excuses. I've been doing things like making sure that I'm accountable, with every macro. And in my previous preps, I think I went on too long and didn't have any break. And so I had like fuck it days where like the day of my check-in, if my check-in went well, I would give myself a refeed. Now this is when I was with a different coach that I didn't get refeeds. I'd be like, oh, well, I deserve this after a week of hard work. And I haven't done that this time around. And it's been nice to feel like I've really given this everything, and not fucking with it at all. So it feels good. With that, so I'm going to have more of the fat-free cheddar, 1 serving of that. Yeah, sweetie. He keeps stubbing his toe on the transition between our wood floors and our tile floors like it hasn't been there for the 8 months we've lived here. Are you okay?
Yeah. I keep walking on the wood floors and the tile floors.
Yeah, I know. I've got prep turkey, and I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna heat it up in here, like kind of packed, and I'm hoping it kind of heats like a patty. So let's see if it works. Ooh, hot. Steam. It's too big. All right, I'm gonna knock some of the turkey off. You know what? Do just like a negligible amount of sugar-free, or it's reduced sugar ketchup. So for 1 tablespoon, which that was probably half, it's 5 calories and 1 carb. So it's nice to have on hand. To me, it tastes exactly the same. So that is going to be the end of my day. I am sure I will have 1 more of these. Diet Lifesaver, let me tell you, because they're just like dessert. And then I found these at Target, and they're actually really good. I also bought the pineapple flavor, but I haven't tried them yet. So there is my full day of eating. I will have this up Friday morning, and I drank a gallon of water today. And then I'll have a giant 30-ounce cup of tea tonight. So there you go. And I will have that up. I might toss in a little prep update. So either way, I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you've had a great week, and have a great Friday and a great weekend. Leave your comments below if you're doing something ultra cool. I think we might go to the water park. I'm not sure. So, bye guys.